So we're just here today to not only welcome Buffering back on board as our #1 ticket holder or ambassador, but ticket sales for the Brisbane Lions for all our home games will officially go on sale on Friday. We've got a great bunch of young kids coming through, a lot of fantastic new recruits at the club, and I think it's a really exciting time for the club and going forward. So hopefully everyone can get to the Gabba for all our home games, really fill it up and give the boys a lot of excitement and a big rush when they play out on the ground.
You've got some great opposition this year, mate, at the Gabba. The Hawkies headlining there.
Yeah. We got them and obviously Collingwood as well. A couple of really big teams from Victoria coming up, which is great for football in Queensland, having those really good premiership sides. Obviously Hawthorn and now Collingwood coming up, who always come up and provide a lot of fans. Fun night.
Can you tell us about your link with your horse racing fan, or what's
a little bit of a horse racing fan. Haven't ever ridden the Buff, but I've been on him a few times. Definitely tried to get him home a few times over in Perth and down at Melbourne. So it's fantastic to have Buff back on board and with all our ambassadors.
What are your chances of getting him to a game, you reckon? Slim to none?
Oh, we'll ask Rob. What do you reckon, mate?
Why not? Do what the Broncos do.
Yeah, we get Buff going around the outside. That'd be something for the fans to engage with. Why not?
What about your contract, mate? Any progress there?
Yeah, look, not too sure what's going on there. You guys might have more of an idea than me, potentially. No, it's in good hands, and I'm sure it'll run its due course, and things will be taken care of pretty shortly.
You keen to stick around?
Absolutely.
You must know what's going on. How would we know more than you?
I know. You read the newspapers, don't you? No, look, obviously I said earlier on in the week, extremely excited and happy in Brisbane. As I said earlier, we've got a really good young group coming through, and I would love to be a part of that. So it'll run its due course and hopefully be sorted out in the near future.
So what's changed from last year to this year, Dayne? For you, I know there was a little bit of unrest maybe at the end of last season among a few things, and what's made the big difference at the club so far, do you think?
Obviously it's a new year. You try and put everything behind you. We're just really looking forward to not necessarily changing up things, but making improvements around the club. A really enjoyable environment, and I think to date we've done that really well. Obviously we're a very young group, and as being one of the older, Buff, you all right? Being one of the older players now, I feel it's important that I stay around and really take this group forward along with Tom, Dayne, Rog and the rest of the leadership group.
Is it strange to think that you're one of the older guys and you've only been here for 4 years maybe? Or?
Yeah, it is a little bit weird, as we were saying earlier, 5th oldest on the list, but I feel like I've got a massive part to play in the development of the younger kids, and obviously being around for those 4 or 5 years now, it's important that I stick around, so I'd love to.
So what steps have been taken by the club, you think, from the end of last season to now, if you're talking about the great environment?
Yeah, obviously with the new appointments of Craig and Melissa Lambert, they've been fantastic for the younger group. And I think they've probably come in and just taken a little bit of stress out of the joint, whether through dinners or fun activities for the playing group. They've come in and made a massive difference. And that's probably been the biggest one today, just taking that pressure out of everything and making the boys really want to come into the club every day, train, and then have some enjoyable times as well.
What do you expect out of yourselves this season then?
Obviously a lot of improvement. I think we've been training fantastically the first 8 to 12 weeks of the pre-season. Obviously games are coming up now, so it's always going to be important to see how we go, how we shape up. But I think an improvement on last year, and that's just ticking off games. I don't think it'd be ludicrous to start talking top 8 or anything like that. That'd just be ridiculous. It's just getting each week, trying to get a win on the board, and getting our structures and roles, performing them better every week.
Any big plans for your birthday?
It is my birthday, thank you. No, pretty quiet. Obviously it's a training week, so no, nothing. I can see a cake over there though that Steele might be bringing in for me, so I'll be getting into that.
Robbo, Buffering back on board with the Lions, mate.
Yeah, it's an exciting time, not just for the Lions, but it is for us as well with Buffering, and it's always great to be associated with my favourite footy team. And exciting times for Buff as we're getting ready for an overseas venture to Dubai.
So What is the next sort of couple of months ahead for him?
Oh, the next couple of months are pretty exciting because 6 weeks' time we fly to Dubai. We race in the Dubai World Cup, or it's actually the Alcos Sprint, 1,000 metres, and then we fly on to Hong Kong and $2 million Group 1 race, and then back home, have a bit of a holiday, and then back down to Melbourne for the spring. So yeah, it's exciting times for us, and as I was saying to Steele earlier, it's always great to be a part of the Lions team, because I guess there's similarities. I mean, I know the Lions haven't enjoyed a lot of success in recent years, but you know, I'm sure with the application and dedication of a new group, you know, there's been a lot of changes in the last few years. Buffering had 18 goes before he won a Group 1. He won 6 in his last 12, so he keeps getting up off the canvas.
And he just keeps going, mate. Is there any signs of slowing down for him?
Well, seemingly not. I mean, he's been behaving himself. A couple of years ago, he nearly took Daniel Rich's head off, but hopefully that doesn't happen to Dayne on his birthday. But yeah, look, he's just a marvellous horse, and the longevity of the horse is what's quite amazing.
What do you think it is about him that captured people's imagination, do you think?
Oh, I just think that part of our Aussie psyche, you know, you get beat. So what? It's not how you get knocked down, it's how you get back up. And as I said, it took him a long time to win a big one, and then he's endeared himself to the public because of that never say die attitude.
Wonderful.
Endeared himself to the owners as well, because he's won $6,444,750.
Thanks. There we go.
Go and try
I might feed that to Buff. What do you reckon? Is that on his diet? Is that his diet or?